Well, hi, Carrie from down in Texas. How are you on this hump day? We are 2 weeks out from Thanksgiving. Can you believe that? That just is mind boggling to me. I cannot get my head around the fact that we are already at Thanksgiving. Thanks for popping in this morning. Do you have your coffee and have you something to snack on while we get ourselves going this morning? Oh my goodness, what a wonderful, glorious day it is here near the Houston area. I'm located just outside the Houston area on the northwest side of town in a small little community called Hockley Waller. And that's where I run all of my businesses from. And I am just glad to see you this morning. What a day yesterday. Wow, did I have an amazing day yesterday. How about you? Did you have a great day? Sure hope so. All right, so I have put on my Crease and Cream primer as well as my e.l.f. hydrating primer. These two together work remarkably well. This one blurs my skin and fills in any of those lower spots where my pores are a little bit bigger. This one is hydrating and it makes my face feel like silk. I mean, it just does. It's just a remarkable product. Today I am going to just be using my concealer. I have nothing to do today, thank goodness, because yesterday was a crazy day for me. Tomorrow is going to be a crazy day for me. Tomorrow I have a appointment first thing in the morning. And then tomorrow during the day, I get to work remotely tomorrow and be with my brand new grandson and granddaughter. I'm so excited about that for obvious reasons. And so today I want to get everything completely caught up, so tomorrow when I am working remotely with him and her, that I'm not distracted and have a million things to do for people who are needing their requests taken care of. So I just want to get everything done today, be completely, totally caught up for tomorrow so I can enjoy spending time with two of the most precious people in my life, my brand new grandson and my oldest granddaughter. So let's see, we are using the e.l.f. 24-hour hydrating concealer, and as you can tell, I'm using this all over. There is nothing wrong with doing that, guys. Nothing. You can use your concealer everywhere. It is not going to hurt you in any way. And if it's a little too thick for you, just add a little bit of moisturizer as you are applying it to your skin. That's all you have to do. I mean, really. And if you're wanting if you want coverage, why not? It's not going to hurt you in any way. It's just not. Okay, so top, that goes to that. Let me find my really little powder puff, and we're going to get out my loose setting powder. This is my Laura Mercier pink setting powder that I changed myself. And what I mean by that is, if you've not been here before, I took this setting powder, the container that it came in, which was about that size actually that I have it in now, which is a 3 to 4 ounce food container size, and I took what was in the original packaging and I split it into 2 of these containers. So basically 2 ounces into each one of these little glass food containers that I have that I don't use anymore for food. And I split the product into each one of those. Using my larger powder puff now just to even out that loose powder. And then I took the same amount in that same container. I took the same amount that was in the container, roughly 2 ounces, because that's what the containers are, 4 ounces. And so when I put the loose powder in, it came up to about halfway. So we're guessing 2 ounces. I took on top of that and I added 2 ounces of baby powder. And I mixed it up. So it did 2 things. It gave me double the volume of powder, but it also lightened the pink. Okay, so it was really, really pink, and so I added the baby powder. Of course, when you add white to pink, it's going to be even a lighter pink. So the powder became a lighter pink, and I mixed it up, and so now I have twice the amount of loose powder that I had to begin with. Well, so why do I do that? Well, there's a couple of reasons why I do that. Very early in my modeling career, I worked with just a very, very talented makeup artist, and back then, which was in the early to mid 80s, I guess, the look for most people was a matte look, and so the baby powder gives you a beautiful soft matte finish. You know, if you just put baby powder on your skin, you know what happens to your skin. You get this beautiful suppleness to your skin. And so it does that, but then it also helps control the moisture in your skin. So, you know, I live in the Houston area. As everyone knows, Houston is a very humid environment. And so it helps to control the humidity, the moisture that you get in your skin from the humidity. So it has two wonderful things that it does. It gives you this beautiful matte look to your skin, and it also controls the moisture that you get in your skin. And for me, when I look at a photo, for me, I want that to be a very matte, flat, radiant, but flat appearance. I am not one of the individuals that like a very wet or glossy or glowy finish. That's just not what I'm used to, and so for me, that's not a look that I try to achieve. I just like a very flat, matte, porcelain type finish, and the loose powder this way helps me achieve that. And it helps me just control the humidity and the moisture that I get in my skin throughout the day using the baby powder. So, and I love the actual product itself, the Laura Mercier loose powder, the pink powder that she offers. I do very much love that product. And so, you know, I just get a product, and I fit it to what I need, what I like, and it works really well. It also gives me this beautiful pink undertone to my finished complexion, which I personally like very much. So today, obviously, I'm wearing grays today, as you can see, and I am using this Ellen Tracy palette. It's a beautiful palette. I am using the white and cream color over here. That's what I've got on my eyes now. Then I'm going to come in and I'm going to use this gray over here. It's a gray purple because the color that I'm wearing in my shirt has a little bit of gray purple to it. That one's going to be a perfect match to the color of my shirt. So I'm just going to dip my brush down into that, and we're going to come up here into this transition area right here. And we're going to follow that bone, the big bone that I have in my eye socket right here, your brow bone. And we're going to blend this out in a minute because it is very dark, but we want to go dark and then blend softer with the white that I'm using. It's a beautiful gray. It is a definite gray, and I very much like the look of that gray. That's very pretty. But it has a sort of a bit of a purpley hue to it, so it works very well with what I am wearing. Then I'm going to come back in with a fluffier brush, pick up that white in the palette, and then just kind of brush that over the gray. Just blend it out a little bit so it's a little bit softer look and color. Beautiful. Simple. Then we're going to take a skinny brush and a tiny little brush with a small head on it. We're going to dip back into that gray, and we're going to come down to the bottom waterline. I'm going to add that to the bottom waterline, and we're going to outline the eye. You outline the eye because then it makes your eye look bigger. It also opens the eye socket out. So when you're looking at the eye, you're actually getting a glimpse of the shape of the eye. We're just taking this powder and we're putting it on the top, and we're just following the water line. So we're using the natural shape of my eye, and we are just accentuating that. And in doing that, what you're doing is you're opening up your eye, you're making it wider. So you're opening it and then you're pulling it out wider. And now I'm just taking that line and I'm extending it out and connecting it up into my transition area. So I have a smooth transition from here up into here. And that's what we're doing. Very nice. I do very much love gray, this gray and white tone on tone. I love that color combination. I decorate with that color combination, so I do very much love it in my makeup too. Now I'm just coming back in and I'm just stippling some more white here on the inner corner of my eyelid. I want that to be very white. And then I'm bringing it down into the corner of my eye so we can make sure that the corner right here is nice and white, and then this up in here is nice and white. I don't want a shadow right here. I want to make sure that I do not have a gray shadow right here. And that ensures that this part of my eye also remains open. Perfect. This palette, I found this palette at Home Goods, in their sale racks that they have at Home Goods, and I think I paid maybe $3 or $4 for it. It wasn't very expensive. So if you're looking for some additional palettes with additional colors, but you don't want to spend a ton of money, then go to your discount outlet stores like Home Goods, TJ Maxx. You can also get all of the wonderful products like Milani. This is Milani's contouring powder in 01. You get this at the grocery store. And, all the prices on everything has gone up with our horrible economy, but it's still a reasonable price for the makeup brands that you can get at your local grocery store. And I would encourage you, especially right now, to be looking there because you can find some pretty remarkable deals at your local store too. I'm just looking for, I'm sorry, I thought I had this out, but I don't. I am looking for my lipstick. Here it is. Nope, that's not it either. What goodness, what happened to my lipstick? I am so sorry, guys. I'm just trying to find my lipstick. Here we go. Sorry about that. I hate it when that happens. Okay, so now we've got that on. So then let's come in with my Revlon Color Stay finishing powder. I'm going to pick up my rectangular brush and I'm going to sweep it into my powder, and then I'm going to come in. I'm going to make sure that I pull all of the fallout from my gray eyeshadow out from underneath my eyes. Just making sure that we pull all of that out and that we are setting that the contour powder that I was using. Now I'm going to come in and I'm going to put my lipstick on. And I am using this really nice lipstick that I found at the dollar store. It is definitely a fall color. It is a dupe actually for my L'Oreal Color Riche bronzy lipstick that I love to wear in the fall. And you can see it's a pretty strong color, but I wanted a pretty strong color to offset the muted gray tones, and it picks up the colors of the gray in my shirt. So it's a really nice complement. I like the darker lip color with the lighter eyeshadow. Okay, so then we're going to come in and we're going to put my Tarte Energy blush on. I'm going to put that on the apples of my cheeks. Right here. And beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Oh, love that color. This is a dupe for the Christian Dior Rosy Glow Backstage palette that's just about impossible to find. I was looking the other night, 2 o'clock in the morning when I couldn't sleep, which happens quite a bit with me. I have a lot going on in my personal life right now with my husband and his health, and so I was up doing some research on things for him, and I was also trying to find that beautiful blush online somewhere, and I did not have any luck. So if you know how to find that Christian Dior product, I would love some feedback from you. Where did you get it? How did you buy it? That would be really great. Now I'm just taking my little powder puff and I'm just dusting my brows just to soften the brown a little bit in my brows. And I am finishing down on my neck. Then I'm closing my loose powder so I don't spill it everywhere. I have a tendency to hit it, and that makes a awful mess. All right, now the most important part of my makeup routine, as you all know, is curling my eyelashes. Have to curl my eyelashes to have any prayer of my eyelashes showing up and completing my makeup routine. My lashes are like arrows. They are incredibly straight, and if I don't put any mascara on them and I don't curl them, it's impossible to see them. They are so incredibly light, so incredibly straight, and I have to do both in order for my lashes to show up. I'm going to get me a little drink of my iced coffee. What's your favorite drink in the mornings? I am a coffee, I love coffee, But you know, since my weight loss surgery almost 2 years ago, it's really hard for me to enjoy hot coffee. And I haven't quite figured that out yet. I don't know why. It's not the flavor. I still love the flavor of coffee. You either love coffee or you don't. I don't think there's any gray with coffee. But it's just the heat that I'm struggling with. And I'm sure it's an anatomical thing since I've had this drastic repositioning of my guts, which is what weight loss surgery does. The surgery that I had, which is bypass. I'm sure that's what it is, but I would have thought by this point that I would be past that, but I'm not. So, you know, I just keep making my iced coffee, which I love, and I drink that in the mornings. And then I drink my water and my iced tea in the afternoons because I have to consume a specific amount of fluids every day with my recovery from this weight loss surgery. That's a requirement. So the bathroom and I see each other quite a bit during the day, but that's okay because it's keeping me healthy and I'm doing what I need to do. So it is what it is. It's one of the things that you just have to do when you have this surgery, and you have to be willing to make that commitment. So, you know, it is what it is. Okay, now I am using my trusty e.l.f. mascara. And as usual, I always start down at the bottom. I start on the top lash and I start at the bottom. And I use my wand to coat the root of my lash so I lock that curl in. Mascara acts sort of like for your lashes hairspray. And so I let the formula go to the bottom of the lash and lock that curl that I got from my trusty eyelash curler. And it lasts about 12 hours. I find that if I do my makeup I do my makeup normally about 6:30 or 7 every day, a little late today, that the curl in my lash can get me to about 5 or 5:30. So if I have to go out for dinner, I just simply take out my curler and recurl my lashes, and I don't redo them. I don't start all over again. I just freshen up my makeup. And that's another nice thing about using this baby powder in connection with my loose powder, is that it really does keep your makeup looking fresh and finished. And I definitely love that look. So let's see where we are. Let me get my eyeballs on and take a look at where we are. Very nice. I am going to add some gloss to my lips. This is the Physicians Formula. Plumping. Diamond Plumper. This is the Mineral Wear Lip Plumper by Physicians Formula, and I do love this. And it definitely plumps your lips. After about 10 seconds, you'll start to feel this little tingly thing going on your lips, and it definitely plumps your lips. So, all right, I think that is it for the day. Everything looks really nice. We'll just come in and just pat that down a little bit from my blush, and come up here and just brush that out a little bit, soften those, and voila, we are done. That is it for me this morning. Thank you for coming in and joining me while I got ready this morning. I hope your Wednesday is productive and that you get out there and hit your grand slam. Whatever it is that you do and you work with, just make it a fantastic, productive day. Remember, throughout the day. It's really important to get up and move. So if you work at a desk like I do, try to get up at least every 2 hours, get your blood circulating, go outside, have a drink, have a cup of coffee, and just let your mind and your body decompress and get your blood working again. That's really, really important. This is Carrie. Thank you for joining me. I really appreciate it. I appreciate that you're part of my community. So if you're not, please like and subscribe. That's really important. Hit the bell so you know that the next time I post a video. And we will see you tomorrow. God bless everyone. Have a wonderful Wednesday. This is Carrie from Texas. See you then.